So I was walking and thinking about some things and just really reflecting on some shit. And because one of my favorite readers is Jessie Puckett or Chaos Witch, Jess Puckett, something like that. She one of my favorite. Um, but I kind of like recently discovered her, like maybe in the last year and everything. So she had videos from way back that I haven't seen. And, with her energy, I'm interested in going back and seeing. So I was listening to like one of her readings from, I don't know, maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. Just trying it out. And I was like, damn, bruh. This really is accurate for me right now. And, you know, um, yeah. So I like her because the way that she talk about things, like she go deep, but she go deep and intellectual, like, and she's uh into a lot of different subjects, you know, and she integrate those subjects into her reading, which make it more compelling to me. Because there's other tarot readers, they don't do that, but they have their thing. It could be like their personality or um they set up or whatever. They have their thing and they will give you like the same message, but it'll be like a different delivery and everything. And some of them don't, they more emotional based. So, these are people that they cry during their reading and all this other stuff or whatever, which is adorable and everything, but um I don't watch those readings. um because, you know, I'm an intellectual. I'm an emotional person too, but I am an intellectual. And because at some point with the emotional readers, I start to feel like it's repetitive or something. It's not bringing me to something fresh. So, I would listen to like a intellectual reader. Like one of my favorites used to be but she stopped doing readings. I don't know. Our last conversation I did have with her, it didn't go too well, but I don't know, she misunderstood me. I don't know what. Anyways, but way back she commented and she was like, "You the real deal." She said that way back. And I was like, "Thank you," because I feel the same about you. But she said she like, "You the real deal." So her name is Weird is the New Black. She spell it WYRD. She really deep too. I like her. I like her readings. I miss her doing her readings, but I don't know. Anyways, and then it's some tarot readers that I just think they are just so attractive, like they fine as fuck. One of them is, hold on. Hold on. Can't remember her name. I can remember her face though. You know what? I ain't gonna even give that reader. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Mm-mm. And it's not somebody that I reviewed before. Um, yeah, I think that's why I can't remember her name, but she is just so beautiful to me. Like, I don't know. She does something. Anyways, hmm. Yeah, so I was walking, thinking about stuff, and I know, see, okay, also this um video is gonna be direct because I don't want to interrupt the flow of what the fuck I'm saying. And you know what? I'm just to the height of just not giving a fuck. I'm to the height of that. So, I'm gonna say names, I'm gonna be direct. I ain't for do all that extra shit. I'm not for sit here and try to hide your identity, all that bullshit. I ain't doing that. And, I'm also very honest about myself as well. So, y'all know that one of my favorite astrologer, he is my favorite astrologer because I really um haven't really connected with anybody else outside of that realm, but I'm searching. If y'all have some good astrologers like on YouTube, nah, he good at what he do. He good at what he do. Okay. So he is my favorite astrologer. So it's the peace dealer, right? The peace dealer, he knows of me, you know. He watched my videos before. We had short, brief conversations. And I think that he believed in me as well. But I was thinking about him, and when he do a particular message, I don't know, I think it may be the moon messages or whatever like that. He got into a ritual where he like played Dolo video. Now, Dolo is not a good friend, okay? And I really realized that, I ain't gonna repeat the shit because I already said it. If you don't know, go look for it. Um, hmm, but he's not a good friend. Now, this is what I don't like about Geminis. A Geminis is a sit on the fence motherfucker for whatever reason, but it usually is a dumb one. To me, it's almost like, let's say that you have a family cookout and somebody is known to be a pedophile, and nobody don't want that motherfucker to come to the cookout. But you bring that motherfucker to the cookout and you tell him to go babysit the kids. That's what it's like to me. That's what it's like to me. And I try to like look past that, see the higher meaning of it and shit like that. But nah, it really pinpoints to very specific shit. Because people say shit and they talk in these circles and intellectualize shit and everything and whatever, but it's all in the actions. There's a reason for every action that we do. Okay. So, I was trying to figure out, is this person a friend or a foe to me? And I'm just gonna settle on foe. Reason is because, you know, it's this really toxic code it called bros before hoes. It's hella toxic. and it's really deeply embedded, ingrained into man. So if this was a situation outside of the realm of including me, this woman, um, and you come into the realization of this person, I feel like you would completely disconnect, you know? But nah, now you have this female, so you still choosing to support. I don't give a fuck what you call it, like that's what it is, because you advertising that energy. And I also will see people be inspired by me. They could be talking and just think about me, but they will say somebody else's name. And I be wondering like why motherfuckers do that. Because it's something in them that is against me. So, I just chose not to like trust him. I just feel like that's the logical thing because and I hate the fact that these motherfuckers like they talking cold and shit like in their videos and they always like support you on the low but not out loud, but they will support other people out loud but usually out of guilt because I remember mentioning that in like a podcast and then Dolo immediately responded and was like, "Yeah, I shout people out. I shout people out because, you know, I'm not this, I'm not that, da 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 da." So then he started shouting people out. But you wasn't inspired by me and what I said, but you were shouting other people out. So it's this energy like they try to keep you hidden. And I'm really tired of motherfuckers doing that to me. So, you ain't gonna continue to receive my love, my care, my respect, and my support if you ain't willing to give me the same motherfucking energy. So, you know, and they don't appreciate it now, but in the future, they gonna wish that they did, you know, and I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to be like that, but I'ma be like that to protect myself and not to waste my motherfucking energy on motherfuckers who don't even like deserve it, you know? So it be real, it's something that get triggered in people when they dealing with me and they treat me like that, but they know that they shouldn't. So they keep projecting out this image like, no, I'm not a hater. I love you. I care about you and stuff, but their actions will show different. Their actions will show just like those other people. And because they could wear this mask, and if you in that position like me, if you continue to give that person energy, they gonna think that that mask is enough. And they will just continue to wear that mask. But behind it, they will never go what's swimming around in their subconscious, which is them being a motherfucker hater, and that's the reason why they hide their support for me. You know, that's the reason why you cancel the peace talk at the last minute. But instead of being real about it, instead of addressing that, motherfuckers, because when that happened, when that happened, he canceled it at the last minute. I instantly knew, like I already knew this was going to happen. I talked about it. I have a witness. I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like something gonna happen beforehand. I already felt that energy and I already knew why. I already knew why, like the deeper reason why. But I would still have compassion for people because I'd be like, I will understand the reason why they are so guarded, but I need to stop doing that because I'm not like that. And if I could do it, then I should hold you up to the same standard. You should be able to do it too. but that nah, they ain't real with me. They treat me like I ain't shit. That's how they treat me and talk to me. Like when I talk to the pizza dealer behind the scene, he talked to me condescendingly to the point that I had to tell him, yo, don't talk to me like that. Don't treat me like that. And you never apologize for that. Like he says stuff in videos and stuff like that, but nah, man, these motherfuckers, they be cowards. They be cowards. And, when you get used to people treating you like this constantly, every little thing that they give to you, every little ounce of support that they give to you, or show of respect or love or whatever, you just learn to take that when it ain't shit and it don't match what you give them. And you know what? I just feel like today I'm not doing that shit no more. Like I'm really committed to that. Like I have to really stop doing that shit because the motherfuckers don't even deserve it and they don't even realize what they get from it. They don't even um appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really backwards. And then, you listen to these motherfuckers speak and they seem like they so above it, but they ain't. And I know that they had the potential to be, but I gave them time and it just ain't never happened. So, I refuse to be bitter about it and I don't want to be like them. You know, I'm sure at one point they was like me and people treated them how they treated me and everything. And they just evolved to be like those people. But I ain't gonna do that. Like, I have my boundaries, but I'm not gonna look down on people. I'm not gonna feel like I'm above them. I'm not going to try to shine their light. I'm not gonna try to dim their light. And I know that in me because I had the opportunity to see it and witness it. Like, I have somebody that, I seen them heal from my energy and now they manifesting out of it. Now they creating out of it. But they show gratitude and respect to me. And it's not that, you know, people just they don't recognize good people when they come across it. So they just put you in some type of category. And I could understand that. But when you don't make it right, but when you in my position, see, a lot of times what people would do is just become like them. Be like, I ain't gonna show love to people anymore. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna support people. I'm gonna do them like they do me. Nah, I ain't for to do that shit. Cause I don't wanna be like that. Because if I'm like that, I could miss out on blessings like they did. So if you're in my position, you have to heal whatever wound that is inside of you that allow you to accept that type of treatment. And it's not just accepting because it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I mean, actually, I kind of want to go over that because I have a different perspective. Because, when I was interacting with these people, I continued to be myself. I stood up for myself when it was necessary. See, with that situation, like after he canceled it and everything, I sent him an email and I was really straightforward with him. And I was like, yo, I hope that you respect me just as much as I respect you. That's the basis of it. It was longer than that and it had a lot more detail, but I ain't gonna give all of it, but shit, I don't mind. I don't mind repeating what the fuck I said. And he never responded. So, the cancer girl that I'm no longer friends with, like, because she was the one who witnessed beforehand me telling her that I think something ain't right with that, something's gonna happen. Cause I felt like there was energy going on behind the scenes to cause some type of conflict. And I be knowing that this shit is happening and everything. But I be thinking that I'm interacting with people who will recognize that energy and know how to protect themselves because I'm protecting myself from outside influences on how to view you, motherfucker. I'm doing that, you know? Like, I don't immediately believe shit that I hear, like I question it, you know? So, but I just felt like there was some type of energy going on, and I communicated that with her. So I showed her the email, and this motherfucker said that, basically she was saying in a nice way that I shouldn't talk so strongly or whatever. Man, you a basic ass motherfucker. I'm sorry, yo. Like, that's why I couldn't no more, man. It's too many times with her because I also showed my hunger, my bestie, maybe just me and her think alike or something like that. But not only do she be understanding, but she correct me if I'm wrong, but she also break down why she understands. But when I'm dealing with motherfuckers like you though, you just put me in some type of illusion like, well, maybe it's not that big of a deal. They those type of motherfuckers. You gotta stay away from them because every motherfucking time it was that big of a fucking deal, bitch. It was that big of a fucking deal. Got me up here talking all funny. Every motherfucking time. So if I would have just listened to y'all, man, I would have been fucked up. I probably would have been dead on some real shit because it's that deep. But y'all motherfuckers didn't believe me. Y'all motherfuckers the type to think that I'm tripping. I'm glad I didn't listen to y'all motherfuckers. I'm glad I didn't listen to y'all motherfuckers. So I'm over that shit. I'm over that being like, because when motherfuckers are like that with me, I don't be necessarily thinking automatically that they are an agent because I be thinking like, maybe they just don't understand. Maybe they not to that level of understanding. But nah, that shit is dangerous at this time because you have enough people like that around you. They gonna have you give up on your goals. They gonna have you give up on their dreams. They gonna have you in the matrix like them, listening to those motherfuckers. And then these motherfuckers, they treat you all crazy. I mean, God, motherfucking damn, like it be such a lack of appreciation. It's ridiculous. And it's like, yo, you don't. all that love that you give them, they don't even feel it. They questioning it. They thinking negatively about it, you know, because you aggravating their demons. But instead of dealing with that, they make it your fault. So you in this spiritual war has to be the one that is like, I ain't gonna let you do that to me. You recognize what the fuck is going on. So your perception is, I'm not saying above theirs as in better. I'm saying above theirs as in like you could see it. You could see the big picture, like you zoomed out and you could see what the fuck is going on. You could see all the side stories and shit like that. Because a lot of times these people are activating at a very like root chakra ass shit. They're not allowing themselves to ascend. And they think that they could just bypass it. So when they like I know that it's possible to not be like that because I'm not like that. And my homegirl ain't like my best friend, she ain't like that. Like when we feel like if we even feel like we hurt somebody, we try to make it right. You get what I'm saying? Like we just a different motherfucking breed, but these motherfuckers were out here like straight shit on you and then feel get in their ego and feel justified by it. Like I don't understand why y'all treat me like that. And then they do other shit that they giving you crumbs out of their motherfucking guilt because they know that in some way or fashion they was on some fuck shit. They know that. They fucking know that. I know that you fucking know it though. I feel like I'm speaking a different language, yo. I know that you fucking know it. So, man, fuck that shit, man. I ain't. It's all in people actions. These motherfuckers, they don't be giving a fuck about you because you talk to me like that after. This is after I took up for him in that one video that SL Davis got taken down. I mean, I'm telling you, these people like people don't care about you for real. Like maybe they don't even know what that mean, what that's like. Cause in their world, this is just how they do it. But man, fuck that shit, yo. I ain't being a part of that. I ain't being a part of that. I'm tired of people treating me like that. So if I catch you treating me like that, then you know it hurt me, but I'm determined to do it. Like I'm determined to cut my energy off from you. And eventually I will without it hurting anymore. But it takes some shit. It take me sitting there watching you do certain shit. People will sit here and do shit in your face, yo, and be thinking like they getting away with it. But in actuality, you having compassion for them because you know that people ain't perfect. But the whole time they thinking ill of you. Like that negative energy that's in them towards you is growing. It's growing. The more that they don't express it, the more that they try to repress it, the more that they try to hide it, it grows and gets stronger. And then it explodes in their actions and the way that they really treat you, the way that they really feel about you. But, all you could do is it's more than accountability for yourself. It's like take ownership of yourself. So no programming, no outside influence can take control of that. So make sure you have control of your being. And then that's how you recognize your value. And then you understand that everything is energetic. So when you start to pull your energy away from these people, they will feel it. Yes, they will. They will feel it. And that don't mean that you could, because I'm not going to hate him. And I might still watch his videos from time to time. I just won't fuck with him. Like, I'm real closed off to it. And I might see, at first, I could make that decision and be like, I could still watch their content, but usually after some time, it migrates into me not watching their content. Um, because we try to separate people from their what they put out in public and everything like that. And a lot of people feel like when it dealing with the internet, you're supposed to put out a different version of yourself. Um, and not to say that's what he doing, but the way that he treated me is all that I know. That's all that I know for sure. So, um, but no, no. See, when you accept the things that people give you, the crumbs that they give you, and you still giving them the abundance of your energy and your support, like there's an imbalance, and that person naturally gonna feel like they are above you because you giving so much of your energy to them. And in this realm, we are in an energetic war. So you have to protect your energy. You have to protect your energy. And the more you get used to it, you would like it's certain things that I just don't want to watch because I could feel it in my energy that is not good for me. Certain music I can't listen to because I could feel it not good for me. I could feel it in my soul. So, it's not just like I have to heal myself away because if that's the case, then you might have an addiction to it. It just instantly like, click, turn that shit off. It ain't nothing because it's in disagreement with my energy. But if you know something is in disagreement with your energy and you can't pull yourself away from it, you might be feeling guilty. You might be feeling like you deserve the pain in some type of way, and you addicted to this energy. So if that's the case, let that be ammunition to eradicate that habit. Okay? Like you really have to, and I know that we all have vices. Some of them are worse than others. And I'm talking about you gotta consider this on a mental, an emotional, on a spiritual, on a physical level. Sometimes I watch something and it's just so many deceptive subliminal messages in it, like with the flashes of light, with certain mannerisms and stuff like that. And I'm sensitive to all that energy. And I just be like, click, turn that shit off. But I became sensitive to that energy. So I can't keep feeding myself that. Now there's other times that um is necessary, I guess, to observe the energy. Now that's different because you can't hide from things. Like you gotta open your eyes and look. And sometimes I have an issue with that because mm, nah, I don't. See, there's a moment that you seen all that you could see, okay? And then that's when you decide to turn away from the energy. And when you decide that, but when you turn around and go back to that energy, usually you become salty. You become bitter. It ain't right. It ain't the same. The energy is tainted. And if you know that you're dealing with a person that you can't heal that with, you just gonna be repeating the same cycle. So you in like a hell loop. So yeah, so when I'm talking, I hope that you're looking at me like I'm describing a spiritual battlefield, okay? Cause for real. And the people that you should be close with right now, they should be soldiers. They should be warriors, have something to contribute, be strong against attacks because they understand that there are attacks. Do not waste your time with people who are stuck in an illusion that if a motherfucker tell you that you thinking too deep and you talking like this, or it's not that big of a deal, cut that motherfucker off. I'm telling you, they will fuck you up if you don't. You got to be around people that you able to speak your mind to, you able to have a conversation with. They are able to see your vision. They believe in you. You got to be around people like that. Anybody else, you're wasting your time. You also got to be with people that y'all could heal with. They healthy to the point that when y'all get spiritually attacked, that they understand that it's a spiritual attack because they can observe the situation and realize they don't have no reason to feel that way. So they start to question it and then they will find the answer. It's like they have to assess their spirit and what's going on with it. And you should be doing the same. You should be doing the same. It's too many people out here, they don't understand when they got hit with a spiritual attack. So they can't diffuse it. So they get consumed by it. And these motherfuckers will become your enemy. And when you dealing with 3D motherfuckers, like 9 times out of 10, they gonna become your enemy. They gonna start believing those projections. And you could always tell if you pay attention, because they will start saying shit to you like, maybe it's not that deep. Maybe it was a coincidence. They start talking you out of your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. They start making you feel like you tripping. Those motherfuckers dangerous, okay? Get away from those motherfuckers. Also get away from motherfuckers who don't choose a side, you know? Um, and they trying to prove some point that don't matter because they gonna lead you off course in some type of way. Because, I was thinking about, no, man, I'm so sick of y'all motherfuckers. Cause a lot of times motherfuckers be really wanting to trigger you in some type of way. And sometimes when people can't see that demon inside of them, they will fool themselves and thinking that they trying to teach you a lesson. That's what they always motherfucking do. Just like that Glenda girl, they will put themselves in some type of position that they teaching you some type of lesson. And there's a reason for them trying to trigger you. But if they was actually to pay attention to that demon, they are trying to break you. Why? Because energetically, we know that when you break somebody, what happens to them? They fail. They stop believing in themselves. It's like taking a hit in your solar plexus. Your solar plexus become calcified. You cannot reach your full potential. So that's why people do that energetically when they secretly have some type of vendetta or hate or something against you, something dark in them that they don't want to see, that they don't want to acknowledge. And those motherfuckers are dangerous. And don't give them your energy.